Hello, Tauruses. Hoping that you're all well. Welcome to the channel if you're new. If you're one of my awesome subscribers, thank you for being here. You're awesome. Ace. Absolutely ace. So, let us get into this. What have we got for Taurus today? Of course, these messages will not resonate for everybody because it's a general reading and I'm reading for so many of you. So take what does, leave the rest. If none of it resonates, it just means it's not your message this time. See what we got. Coming apart. Okay. Hard to tell at this point whether it's an internal coming apart or whether it's coming apart with somebody else or some situation. Maybe you're breaking ties with something that no longer serves you. This is 46, so 6 plus 4 is 10, which therefore means a new beginning, an ending of some sort. What is this ending, please, spirits? For Taurus, what is this ending? Could just simply be a cycle, could be something like a habit that you no longer wish to partake in. As we grow, we change, we evolve. What is this about? Please, Spirit, card 46. Well, it's something to do with money, perhaps, or generosity. Maybe you have been too generous, or maybe somebody feels as though they've been too generous with you. This is about being in a position to give, or perhaps you feel as though you've been begging. Maybe you feel as though you're constantly having to, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like you're trying to get the attention of somebody, or you're trying to get the recognition in some way, shape, or form, but perhaps the recognition for you that makes sense is when you're being either validated, or maybe, I don't know, it could be a raise. Maybe you feel as though you deserve a raise at this point in your job and you're just not getting ahead, but also it's about gifts and generosity, or maybe even charity or donations. Money could be something to do with community or assistance or support or employment, sharing, kindness, wealth, prosperity, power, authority. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is something to do with power and authority and control. Okay, it could even be to do with investors or gratitude, but again, being well paid or being valued or rewards for hard work. Maybe you don't feel at this point in time that you're receiving some fairness or equality in a situation that you're dealing with, or somebody might be feeling like that when it comes to you. There could be an imbalance, and what's crossing it is your Ace of Swords, which makes sense. So the Ace of Swords is basically a thought card, okay? So it's the beginning. And whether this is that new beginning for you as you get into that 10, which becomes a 1, right? So maybe now you have some new ideas or new plans. Something has come into your thought process that is going to help you in terms of obtaining or achieving some victory or success. Perhaps you have some mental clarity, or you feel that your thinking is clear, or you've had a breakthrough. Maybe something happened in terms of realizing a truth, okay? Because this is also about communication. Or maybe you had a vision, or maybe there's this new beginning, and it's coming from a place of justice, or having to make the correct decision. See, that could be it too. You could be in a position of power and you have a decision to make, and maybe at this point in time that decision might have to do with leaving something or someone behind. What is the foundation of this, please, Spirit? Foundation. Ace of Wands, another new beginning. Okay, so something to do with action. So you have a lot of ones coming up here, which is about manifestation. So there is something that you're definitely wanting to change. So this Ace of Wands is more about the action part of a new beginning. So it's not only just thinking about it, but taking that physical step, like physically starting something. Maybe you had a creative spark, or you found a new passion or a new enthusiasm for something, or it could be that there's an urgency, okay? But there's potential here, there's talent, there's growth, and it's about fertility, whether that be fertility of an idea or just something new for you that has come into focus. What happened in the recent past, please, that has led to this, Spirit? Or what are the past influences? 3 of Cups. So the 3 of Cups is usually about celebration, or spending time with others, some sort of reunion maybe, or socializing, or a gathering, or maybe even indulgence. But maybe you had a taste of happiness recently and you know what it's about, and in order to continue this happiness for you, whoever it is that you've been talking with, maybe even it's reuniting with somebody from the past, and it could even be just a colleague or a boss or something, and maybe they're presenting some new ideas towards you in which you feel you want to take action on. But something here, maybe you were at a party or a celebration of some sort, but you're remembering the happy times and you're wanting those to continue. So yeah, I mean, I feel like this is a good growth cycle. Whatever it is that you're going through, this is a good growth cycle. This is something in which needs to change. Okay? So your focus at this point. Where's the focus, please? Yeah, endings. 10 and 10. And there's also an ending to a thought process here, but I feel like, again, this has something to do with fairness or equality, and you don't feel as though, or someone doesn't feel as though they've been getting the fair treatment that they deserve. And so whatever thoughts kept them stuck or kept you stuck in the present, it's not happening anymore. You're focusing on how, like, because this is also a card about backstabbing too. So maybe you felt backstabbed or betrayed in some way, shape, or form, and you're now taking the steps to ensure it doesn't happen again. Look at that. Because in the near future here, it's like, here's all the cups emotionally. So you've compartmentalized all of these pieces that you've gone through, but now you want to move towards your happiness. And in order to do that, there's this thing or things in this cup that need to be left behind. Okay? So you're going to be going on a little bit of a journey, and I feel as though it's a spiritual journey. It's abandoning things that no longer work and heading towards the lights. And even if you don't know what that light is just yet, you are going to figure it out. So this is, I'm getting this feeling like, yeah, this is the time that this change had to happen. You're evolving, and that's what's going on here. There it is. Queen of Pentacles, but in reverse. There's something about giving up. Like, this is an earth sign as well. Okay? So the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's usually very loving and nurturing, kind, can hold down a job, great in business, but also manages the home front, like a proper hostess, if you will. Someone who loves their comforts, but in a negative aspect. This could be somebody who's very ungrounded or overly ambitious. They could also be a social climber and mean-spirited or shallow. They could even, like, it can represent sociopaths or somebody who's very jealous or possessive or out of control. All right. And if it's nothing to do with that, it could be even just signifying under or overweight or being unhealthy. Okay. But there's also something about disloyalty, which would make sense too, about justice here and wanting fairness. So again, I'm getting this feeling of maybe life got a little boring, maybe even stuck in a rut. But it's like somebody had power here, and maybe that's just it. They were controlling based on power. And so because that balance is out of whack, this change is happening here. So if you've been dependent on somebody, or somebody's been dependent on you, this is going to be changing. It speaks of keeping the feet on the ground, right? So that one doesn't lose everything that they value. Perhaps there was a dangerous or chaotic approach to life in some aspects, or just being very, very materialistic, or someone who was spoiled or shallow and pretentious. But I'm getting a feeling like this is what's being addressed. Sorry, my dog is chewing on some stuff here. But this is what is going to change, which I think is a good thing, because the negative consequences of the Pentacles coming up in reverse is simply that. And it can leave us isolated. So let's see what we got. Don't be swayed by someone's strong opinions. Just do what feels right for you. If what you're hearing doesn't resonate with you, then it most probably isn't right for you. Listen to and respect other people's views, but stay true to your own inner vision and beliefs. Live freely and express the beauty of your ideas. So there we go. As this is the message from Spirit from you, or for you, I feel like someone may have been a little too controlling, or trying to impose their thoughts on you. And it comes to a point where it's got to come apart. Even if it's just for a little while, it doesn't mean that things have to end permanently. Sometimes we just need to come apart from a situation that we're in, take a walk away to get a clearer perspective, or to establish new boundaries. And I feel like that's what's happening here. But it will work out for the better, right? Paisley! She only drinks water when I'm doing readings. I tell you, she likes to be disruptive. But that's what I've got for you. So what I'm hearing is, let it happen. Let this change happen. Growing pains. So it may not be very comfortable at this point in time, but it's for the highest good, and it's for you to find your happiness. Okay? So allow yourself to go through this process. You value happiness, obviously, because this is the past influence. You value being around those that support you. So I think that, whatever it is that you're facing, and maybe this is somebody that you felt, it could be a family member even, and maybe you felt as though, oh, I can't really leave them on the wayside. But if they're not healthy for you, it doesn't mean that you don't love them. It just simply means that you can love them from afar. Okay? So anyway, Taurus, that's what I've got for you right now. I'm sending you so much love, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.